Okie dokie. What's up, everybody? I feel like it's been a while since I've uploaded consistently. Can't even talk, actually. It's been that long. If you're new, I'm Jaleesa. Hi. If you're not new, welcome back. It's always good to have people coming back to your girl because I missed you guys. So pop your collar one time if this isn't your first time. Anyway, fun fact, this is my third time shooting this video. I've tried to record this video 3 times now. The first time, I can't remember why I scrapped it. The second time, I mean, if you really want me to be very transparent with you, I had something in my nose the whole time. And I really don't think that I wanted that on the internet. So I was just like, nah, I'm gonna kick that one to the curb. So for the third time, here we are with the end of the year TBR tag. So I'm going to find the questions and then just kind of get started. So I really feel like I said end of the year TBR tag a few minutes ago. So just like act like I didn't say that. I meant the end of the year book tag. I have the questions ready now. I have them here. So let's do it. Okay, so the first question says, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Let's go to my let's go to my shelf. Most of these books have not been read. Most of them haven't been started either, but there's a few that I actually have started that I haven't finished. Let's take a look. I'm gonna bring you guys with me for this question. Definitely The Wicked King. I started this book, as you can see, I have like notes from it, but I started this book, I think it was over the summer, maybe like August or so. I mean, I did enjoy The Cruel Prince enough. I'm more intrigued by Cardan at the moment, so like that's why I wanted to continue the series, but I need to finish this one. Also, I've been trying to finish freaking Lord of Shadows for so freaking long. As you can see, I keep starting it and I keep getting stuck at this page. I want to finish this before the end of the year. Will I? Of course not. I want to finish Lore, but will I? I don't know. So yeah, I'm not sure. And then of course I have my TBR cart behind me, which really and truly I haven't started any of these except for one. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. So question number 2 says, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I mean, I really feel like the Kingdom of the Wicked series is a good series to like read in the fall or autumn season. I mean, mainly because the setting in the story is very dreary, it's very dark. It just gives me this autumn feel, or just like transitioning into a time where you're indoors because it's cold. Maybe where you live is cold. It gets pretty cold here, but it be feeling a little empty in the autumn / winter times. This is a good autumnal series to read during that time of year. So okie dokie. The third question, is there a new release you're still waiting for? So actually when I first recorded this video for the very first time, it was early November, I think maybe even super late October, and I did have a new release that I was still waiting for. I mean, it's out now, so, but I can just show it to you. Yeah, it is Jade Legacy. Obviously this is the ARC, this is not the final copy. I was really waiting for this. As many of you know, Jade City was the first fantasy, well, the first adult fantasy that I read that really lacked romance, that I absolutely just, Fondley's writing is incredible. I think it is just so articulate. There's no gaps with the characters. There's no gaps in the storyline. Everything flows with such great timing. It is just really hard to put down. Yeah, I've just been really tired, so I haven't been reading as much, and I've been feeling so down about not having picked this up yet because y'all know I've been waiting for this book for the whole year. And then actually, I was also waiting for You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. Okay, so real quick synopsis for those who are unfamiliar with this book. It follows this young couple, Julie and Sam. So yeah, they're 17 years old and they had like these really great plans together for once they graduated from high school, you know, go off to college, move in together, just start their life post high school as like a young adult, really. Unfortunately, Sam doesn't make it to that. He ends up dying, and one day she calls his phone. She thinks she'll get the voicemail and she gets him. So there are some magical elements in this book, I believe. This is a book that I've been anticipating reading all year. I'm just terrified to read it. Like this time of the year, I'm so sensitive as a person. I mean, I'm sensitive anyways, but I think the fall and the winter time, it just, you know, the seasonal feelings, you know, that whole thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all know what I mean by that. If you want a vlog of this book in particular, let me know in the comments below and I will deliver that for you. But yes, those are the 2 books that I was anticipating this year. So I have them now in my possession. I just need to read them. Okay, so question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Golly gee, only 3? Okay, well, I just showed you 2 of those, so I'm not gonna bring those up again. I mean, okay, for sure, The Last Magician. I've heard fantastic things about this book. I'm looking forward to reading this. Will I get to this obviously before the end of the year? Probably not. It's 15 people, so We know I don't read very fast. It is kind of a long-ish book. And then obviously there's a lot that I want to get to. This is another one that I actually did start the other day. The Assistants by Camille Perry. This book follows an assistant named Tina who basically works for this man who, like, he owns 20 imprints at different publishing houses, like different TV channels, like TV stations, so like MTV, BET, like I'm just naming off random places that I watch TV still. But like, you know, this man owns all these different types of media and he's freaking rich, and yet he acts like there's no money to go around for like the assistants who work with him. She ends up by accident coming into all this money through the company, like through the boss basically. She has to decide if she's going to keep this money or if she is going to give it back to the company, and she ends up basically like this embezzlement situation where her and another person actually kind of work together, and basically the two of them let everyone else at their job know like there's hella money to go around, so why we're getting paid crap like next to dust is beyond us. I think it'll be an interesting read. I think it'll be funny and very entertaining. And then what's one more book. So this next one I'm putting together just because it's supposed to be a video, and I was of course supposed to do this video in December because I knew I would be like out of school for like a good month and I would have time, but yet I still work, so I don't really have the kind of time. I have Anna K and I have Anna Karenina. I was going to read obviously both of these, kind of compare the two, kind of find where Jenny Lee pulled her inspiration, but I haven't done that yet. Obviously, I haven't read a classic since high school, so I thought it'd be interesting to read a classic as well. The goal is to still, at some point next year, at this point now, read both of these and then just kind of do a fun little video, just kind of comparing the two. Next question, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Let me show you my favorite book of the year, okay? As a matter of fact, she's right here. My favorite book of the year is Amari and the Night Brothers. There's no book that I've read up to this point that touches this story. It's spectacular, so if you haven't read it yet, please go and get it wherever you can. Find this book and read it because it really is incredible. This book deserves way more exposure. Anyway, with that being said, do I think that there is a book that could still shock me and become my favorite of the year? If there were, it would be Jade Legacy. I don't see any other book on my shelf or that I'm anticipating reading soon becoming my new favorite book of the year. But then it's almost like, can you compare the two? Because one's adult, one's middle grade. Very different aspects, very different tones, but could both be equally incredible. So I mean, I don't know if it's fair to compare the two like that. And then I think this is the last question. Yeah, so the last question. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? No. Truth be told, I can barely make reading plans for the next 20 minutes, so I don't think I can look forward to next year and tell you what I'm going to be reading. A few months ago, I said in a video that I wasn't doing TBRs anymore, mainly because I wasn't following them. But what I can say is that I do kind of want to expand the genres that I'm reading. That's really it. I kind of want to dabble into a little bit of nonfiction, but more so obviously on topics that I enjoy. That's like the goal, just to kind of get a taste of everything. And if I don't vibe with everything, that's totally fine. But the goal is to just try everything and then see what I like. Because yeah, you don't know what you'll like until you branch out and try it. And then two, my reading goals also include simply allowing myself to dictate what I read. I think I've let a lot of past comments and like past pressure from being on YouTube dictate what I read, and it's a lot different being on like this end, because I think as a content creator, a lot of us feel like we're held to this like really high standard, like, and I don't mean moral wise, of course morality I do feel like should be pretty high, you know, up there, but in terms of like what books we're reading, what books we're recommending. I started BookTube because I wanted to talk about the books that I chose to read and why I love them and why I didn't love them. At the end of the day, I think that it's important for every person, content creator and viewer alike, to find books that they connect with, and or at least maybe they think they will, even though I just told all of you to read Amari, which you still should. But what I'm saying is, I think it adds this extra layer of stress that shouldn't be there when we're reading for fun. Yeah, my whole goal for next year for BookTube for reading is just to get back to fun. And then of course just kind of having a book buffet and reading from all genres. So there you have it, folks. That's my end of the year book tag. I can tell you what to expect from me soon. So my next video will be a vlog, more than likely, of Jade Legacy, but don't quote me on that one, or a vlog of You Read Sam. So anticipate those videos coming to you soon. I can't tell you what day or how long from now, but you will see that soon. We'll see. Just know I'm coming back. I've been really busy. Hopefully I can give you guys an update next week of everything that I've been up to the past 2 weeks, because y'all have no idea, but I've been up to a lot in the past 2 weeks and I want to show you what I've been up to. But you gotta bear with me. Give me like a couple days and then I will show you and tell you and all that stuff. So, alright. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you on my next one for sure. So, bye!